Okay, so problem number 7. Bob distributes a single product whose selling price is $9 and variable cost is $5 per unit. Company's monthly fixed expenses are $4,200. First thing we're doing is computing the break-even point in unit sales using the equation method. So our profit is going to equal our unit contribution margin times our quantity minus our fixed expenses. So we're at break-even, it's a 0 profit, so 0 equals our 9 minus 5, right? Our unit contribution margin of 9 minus our variable expenses of 5. Minus our variable expenses of 5 times our quantity minus 4,200 of fixed expenses. So let's add 4,200 to each side of the equation to reduce it, and then we get 4,200 equals 4Q. 9 minus 5 is 4, so 4Q. If we divide both sides of the equation by 4, we end up with 1,050 units equals our quantity. Contribution margin ratio is the $4 contribution margin, which is the 9 selling price minus 5 variable expense, divided by the $9 selling price. Our profit equals contribution margin ratio times sales minus fixed expenses. Oh, I'm sorry, if you divide 4 by 9, you're going to get 0.44. You'll actually get 0.4444 forever. I'm just rounding here. Follow the instructions in the homework as to how they want you to round. But the profit equals the contribution margin ratio times sales minus fixed expenses. 0 equals 0.44 times sales minus 4,200. We'll go ahead and add 4,200 to both sides of the equation, which gives us 4,200 equals 0.44x. Divide both sides by 0.44, and we get 9,545 equals x, and this is a rounded number. The next item is compare the company's break-even point in unit sales using the formula method. We're going to just take our fixed expenses and divide it by our contribution margin per unit. So 4,200 divided by 4 is 1,050 units. Last question for problem 7. Compute the break-even point in sales dollars using the formula method and the contribution margin ratio. 4,200 fixed expenses divided by our contribution margin ratio of 0.44 equals 95.45.